Hi, baby. Hey, baby Nola. Hey, baby Nola. Good morning, guys. It's currently 5:54 a.m. on August the 20th. It is officially the first day back to school here in Clover, South Carolina. And I'm running slightly behind schedule, but I'm going to show you guys my back to school makeup. I already did my hair. I'm kind of just laying my edges by wearing my satin bonnet like right on the edge. It's not tight or anything, but it is like secure, but it's not tight, you know. I think I put my scarf in the washing machine, or no, I washed it and dried it, and it's like in a mound of clean clothes that are sitting at the base of my closet. So this is what I got to help me just keep my edges laid. Let's jump into this look because, like I said, I'm running a little bit behind schedule. I'm going to go on with my First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I love these. They help exfoliate, tone, and brighten. So this is kind of what I use as my toner. I like to use some sort of pad in between cleansing, moisture, and moisturizing my skin, or cleansing and primer if I'm using a more hydrating primer. And I alternate between different ones. I really want to get the Clinique clarifying lotion again, but I just haven't wanted to spend the money on it, and I have other things I can use, so I'm trying to use up what I have before I get more, even though I really do love the Clinique toner. It's amazing, like it helped to clear up my skin and maintain my skin's clarity because I do have acneic skin, and I've been stressed, and you can see the acne on my face popping up. Okay, and I take it down my neck, whatever's left over, and then I go behind my neck too. Just get back here too, behind my ears. Just keep going, basically, until you feel like you've dried it out. Okay, and you can see that it really isn't that dirty either because I just got out of the shower and I cleansed my face really well. Cool. So now we're going to go on with primer. Now, I love my Fenty Beauty primer, but as of late, it just hasn't been pumping. So we're going to try it, and I try for a little bit. Okay, we're getting some today. Okay, maybe she's almost done. Okay, that's about all we're going to get of Fenty. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. I love this stuff. It's great. I feel like it's good for all skin types, even though it's a soft matte. It's not overly drying. And I kind of like to use it more like a moisturizer. So I just put that kind of on my forehead and a little bit on the nose. For the rest of my face, we're going to go on with the Ulta Beauty Matte Face Primer. I love this primer. Also, by the way, this look I'm going to do it doesn't take me very long. This is one of my variations of one of my go-to looks I like to do. I am going to be using a foundation I haven't used in a while because I got really dark at band camp, so I had to go literally 10 shades darker. So in Maybelline, I used to be a 360 Cocoa, and now I can wear either 368 Golden or 370 Deep Bronze. Yeah, Deep Golden or Deep Bronze. Either one works. So I decided to pick up the the Maybelline Superstay foundation in Deep Bronze. I have Cocoa, but it's like way too light. Like I showed Daniel that used to be my shade in the store yesterday, in Ulta yesterday, and he was like, wow, you really did get a tan. It was really funny. I'm also going to go on with a little bit of the One Heck of a Blot Instant Perfecting Power Primer. I love this primer as well. I'm going to go ahead and say it's one of my Holy Grail staple primers. I've repurchased, I think, 2 or 3 times at this point, and I'm almost done with this too. Yeah, it's great. I love this primer, so I'm having to like really work to get it out. And I'm going to focus this on the nose, on the forehead. I also like to go over my lids and my eyebrows. As you can see, that really mattified my skin. So the combination of these 3 primers helps with longevity of my makeup, oil control, and smoothing my skin before makeup. Like my skin looks really nice and smooth. Even though I do have texture, I do have acne, but I mean, you can see that my skin looks smooth without the foundation on, and it looks matte. But it doesn't dry my skin out. These primers don't dry my skin out. All right, we are now primed. Like I said, we're going in with the Maybelline. Come on. I'm trying to put stuff away where it goes. There you go. Drawer won't close. Like I said, I'm going in with the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. This is their 24-hour wear foundation. I have the shade Deep Bronze. It looks like it's going to be a little dark, but I promise you this is what looks best on my skin right now is deep golden or deep bronze. So this is shade 370. We're going to open this up. It has a pump. I already knew about that. And we're going to go in with, ooh, look at that. One pump there and one pump here. Why do I feel like this is more liquidy? I remember it being thicker, but I haven't used it in a while. And I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics 137 brush to spread it out. Yeah, so you can see how it is a little bit darker than my face, but it matches my body really well. And I think I was watching Jackie Anna talk about that, how she likes to match her foundation to her body, which is what I like to do because I do have a tan versus like matching it to my face. I specifically like to match foundation to my neck. And yeah, I'm a little bit darker on my body, especially versus my face. The shade is really pretty though. Thanks, Maybelline, for having darker shades I could choose from. So I'm just using this brush to spread it out. It has really, really good coverage. You don't need a lot. As you can see, I only used one pump per half of my face, and I'm almost done with each side. I'm going to go in with a little bit more on each side just to build up the coverage some, and then one pump for my forehead. So let's say I use a total of like 3.5 pumps. Just need a little bit more coverage on the cheek area. I find that this foundation kind of dries kind of quick. So you want to really make sure that you blend it well. As you can see, I'm trying not to put too much under the eye and too much on my eyelid because I don't really need coverage there. So I'm really trying to make sure I blend that out. Go over this with another coat. Make sure you get around your ear, around your nose, under the chin, and to the neck a little bit. And then I go into the hairline. So I'm gonna move this back a little bit, and I'm just gonna dab over my hairline to make sure that there's no line of demarcation between my face and the hairline. And you see how even this is? This shade is so pretty. Yes, it's a little dark on me, but it really does match my body. And the powder I'm going to use is going to be a little bit of a lighter powder, so it will help bring everything together. But if I use my original shade, it's too light. Wow, this foundation is really pretty. I'm glad I got it in another shade, because I haven't been able to wear it. I really love the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. I love the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I'm a huge fan of Maybelline foundations, especially since they've expanded their shade range. I have so many options and choices. All right, so that's the foundation. Look how pretty that is, how smooth it is. Now we're going to set this, and we're going to use the, trying to decide what I want to use. There goes Nola June. I'm going to use a little bit of Coty Airspun just to make sure that under my eye doesn't crease and like my lids don't crease. And then I'm going to go with something else on the rest of my face. So I'm taking my Coty Airspun in the shade Suntan. This is what the cap looks like. Y'all see me use this. This is one of my favorite powders for oil control. I'm going to tap this over the lid and under my eye. Try not to use too much, but you're going to see it is going to really set these areas. And it's going to look really smooth. Good morning. Happy Monday. I love this powder. Like, it's just so good to me. It works. It makes almost any foundation work for me. Love Coty Airspun. And actually, we're just going to take this powder to set the whole face. The key is doing really light layers so you don't look too ashy. So I'm really tapping off the excess. You can see it flying through the air. So, and I'm lightly patting it into the skin to set the face. There goes Nola. Miss Nola June, come here. Nola. Nola, mama. Is that my baby Nola? Come on. Good girl. I'll show y'all Nola. Oops. She's jumped down. Come here. Up. Come here, mama. You want to be on camera? Come here, baby. Can you jump up for me, please? Up. Up, up, up. Up, up. Okay, she don't want to jump up. I promise you, she's right here next to me. I'm petting her. You good girl. Sit. That's a good mama. Okay, so yeah, back to setting my face. I'm using the Coty Airspun very light layer just to literally set my face because the color of this is real light. I mean, you can see that. And it's not really making me look ashy, but just enough to set the foundation all over. I would say use a really, really hydrating primer if you have drier skin, because this powder is so good. Like, it literally makes you look so smooth. Look at my face. I look like a chocolate covered almond. Like, real smooth. So make sure my forehead up here is good to go. And then around my hairline. Okay. Oh, I see a place where I lost, or I need a little bit more coverage. So when that happens, when I see a place I need a little bit more coverage, I just take the brush that I use to apply my foundation. There's a little bit of foundation left in the bristles, and I'll just tap over where I see some of my imperfections peeking through. And I just add a little bit there, and then I just go over with powder to set it. You see I'm pressing over that area. Pressing is a major key. So I don't want to move the foundation or take away from the coverage. All right. So now my face is set, and I didn't even have to use two powders. Normally I go with the skin tone powder, but because this foundation is a little bit dark on me, like it really matches my body and my neck, I can go in with Coty Airspun all over in that really, really light layer. And something else I like to do, just so I don't waste what's in the cap, is I'll take my big fluffy powder brush and I'll just go in here and swirl around whatever Airspun is left, and I'll just kind of buff that over the center of my face. Just so I'm not wasting, because loose powder is really messy. So again, that's the Coty Airspun powder in the shade Suntan. Next, what I like to do is, I still had some powder left that was like on my counter that I'm just like picking up with this fluffy brush. Next, I like to go in with highlighter. And for school today, I already know I want to wear my Becca highlighter in the shade Chocolate Geode. The color just got really strange in here. The color of the video. There we go. Chocolate Geode. It's their newest highlighter, I believe, for people with deep skin. Really pretty gold highlighter. And I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics number 5 brush from the It's My Ray Ray collection. It's like a big, fluffy taper brush. It's great for diffusing shadow into your crease or for applying highlighter to your cheek. And lately I've been trying not to go overboard with highlighter, because I do have a lot of texture on my skin, as you can see from acne. And some of it is scars, like textured scarring from acne. And some of it is literally actual active acne that I have right now, because I really have been stressing about today, the first day of school, and like preparing my classroom. But Daniel helped me finish up some things yesterday and hang up something from the ceiling that I couldn't reach standing on a chair. And I didn't want to ask somebody for a ladder because it was a Sunday. I'm not going to be running around the school asking somebody for a ladder in the school on a Sunday, just saying. So he was tall enough to do that. He also put together the shelf for me. And yesterday, he also asked me to officially be his girlfriend. So even though we have been exclusive to each other this entire time, we didn't put a title on it because I was really like, I really want you to take this slow. Like, we need to make it through band camp. Like, I'm a really busy person. I work a lot, and I want to make sure that you're going to be okay with the amount of time and attention I can dedicate to you, in addition to all the time and attention I dedicate to my jobs and to my profession, because that's something I'm really passionate about and that I take seriously. So I don't want you to date me now during the summer when I'm not, when I don't have to work and I'm not really doing anything because it's before band camp. And then all of a sudden I'm at band camp and you're not hearing from me every day and you feel some type of way and you end up, not wanting to talk to me anymore because I don't have time for that. So that's why we didn't really put a title on things from the beginning, even though we were exclusive. We weren't interested in anyone else. And we were very committed to each other. But I was like, let's not put anything on this until you really get a taste of what my life is like during this season, AKA marching band season, AKA the beginning of the school, AKA the fall semester, which is always more difficult for me as a teacher, as a music teacher, than the spring is. The spring is like just fresh and not nearly as complicated because I don't have marching band. And I also have like my two biggest performances in the fall, which is our honors choir, our elementary school honors choir performance, and then Veterans Day. So those are like two huge performances that I'm having to plan for. So this is like a stressful time for me. And he needed to see and kind of live through that with me before I was like, you can be my boyfriend. So yesterday he asked me to be his girlfriend and I said, let me think about it. Like, I was being like kind of mean. I'm silly like that. I was like, let me think about it. And I said in a very serious tone. And then literally like 30 seconds later, I was like, I thought about it. Yes. And he was dying of laughter. So it was really funny. So I have a boyfriend now. I've basically been addressing him as my boyfriend. It's funny because he basically calls me his girlfriend before yesterday, just because it's easier than like having to explain to people. Y'all know. So we have highlight on. It's very subtle and I've really like diffused it and blown it out. I can see my 3 little marks peeking through over here, but I don't really feel like covering. It's okay covering them. Like, my skin is even enough. Marching orders on those. It's very interesting to see the announce. I don't know if that's like, is it black bands? Is it like more predominantly white bands? Because there's 2 different styles of marching and we approach them a little bit differently. Both work just as hard, but one has more different aspects to it that are a little bit more similar to joining a Divine Nine organization and things like that. They're a little bit different. I work with a core style marching band. You have core style and you have traditional style. So I work with a core style marching band. Both are just as time consuming. I feel like, ATL, Historical Black College and University. Yeah, the style of marching they do is different than what I teach, but both take up just as much time. Both are crazy schedules. It's literally a whole physical activity. It is like if CrossFit and walking, like aerobics, step class and aerobics and walking, we're all mixed together. That's what you get. You get marching band. It literally is a sport. And I don't feel like people underestimate how much physical strength it takes and mental strength it takes to be in a marching band. It is very intense. And everyone has to play to the best of their ability, because if you have 100 kids in a marching band and each one of them makes 5 mistakes, that's 500 mistakes in the show. And that's not okay. Like, you really have to be on point. It is a lot of pressure. It's very intense, but it's so worth it. And I love band. Obviously, I'm a music teacher. That's what made me love music so much, to be a music teacher, was being in band. So yeah, it's intense. It is very intense. And then there's a lot of pressure. But it teaches you self-control. It teaches you to be determined. It teaches you patience. It teaches you perseverance because you don't just get good at marching band overnight. It teaches you teamwork because everyone has to work together to make the show come together. It teaches you leadership because you're following the director and the conductor, and you're also having to be a leader of yourself to hold yourself accountable. It teaches you so much. So band is great. If you got kids, put your kids in band. If they don't like it, then take them out, but let them try it. Okay, I'm off of my music education rant. I'm now doing my eyebrows using my Wet n Wild retractable eyeliner pencil. And then we're like over halfway done with this look. The eye look is about to be super simple. I'm wearing my green dress that I always wear the first day of school. Y'all have seen me wear this dress so many times. Like, it's all over my Instagram. Green is my favorite color. And I always wear this dress on the first day of school. Just like I have a shirt that I've worn for every single picture day, I have a dress I wear every first day of school. Okay, eyebrow, okay. But yeah, band is intense. Core style and traditional style. I definitely say traditional style is more intense and it's more physically demanding because of how they march, with the knees up and everything. And there's a lot more dancing. So I feel like traditional is a lot more entertaining and captivating to people who are not like musically trained. Like, it's just way more, it's a lot of fun to watch. Like, I love watching it. And I used to go to Honda Battle of the Bands every year to watch in the Superdome, but aren't they tearing that down and they're building another one? So yeah, it is intense, but it's fun. It really is fun. But yeah, I think that's all my life updates. I'm busy teaching marching band now. I'm busy back to teaching general music. I'll be teaching general music to pre-K through 8th grade students. So that's a first. I've never taught middle school students general music. I've taught band during my student teaching, which is what I thought I wanted to do, is be a band director, a middle school band director. But that's not how my life has panned out. Obviously, I've ended up in elementary education and I love it. Elementary music education, and I love it. So it's gonna be interesting teaching general music to middle schoolers because yeah, I've never done that before, and it's at an alternative school, so the crowd is not, I guess the most enthused to be in school. They've had some negative experiences with school, so I'm hoping they can have some positive experiences in my classroom. But I'm excited for it nonetheless, and I'm hoping I can find a way to make it fun for them. And I have an idea, but they have to try. Like, that's the thing. Music, you're not just naturally good at. You have to try. So I'm gonna need them to put some effort in if they're gonna have fun in my class. There's no real instant gratification with what I really think they'll enjoy doing. Yo, these brows are something interesting right now. I love the thickness, but the front part of them is what's got me like, whoa. Can y'all see? Like, I'm trying to do my little line thing, but it's kind of not working. Okay, that's good enough. There's like this one little spot that needs to like be softened up. It's like this little, like a literal dot. So I'm gonna use the foundation brush to kind of, there we go. Soften that up a little bit. Okay. Thanks. I'm excited. We're excited. My brows are done. It's about all the energy I have to spend on my brows. I am going to run through them with this Old Black Radiance mascara. Just to set them and make them a little bit darker. Hope y'all can see that. All right, let's do the eyes. For the eyes, I already know I wanted to use the Soft Glam palette. When I tell you I'm going to do something real easy, you're going to be like, wow, that was really easy. So we're going to use the brush from the palette. And the first shade I'm going to go into is Sienna, which is this beautiful transition shade right there. Sienna. And I'm using the fluffier side. And I'm going to put that right into the transition area. So in the crease and slightly above my crease. Like so. Do I still have the plastic over this mirror? Because I can't really see in it. Let me just wipe it off real quick. There we go, that's much better. Still taking Sienna, putting that in the crease, above the crease. Oh no, my computer's gonna die. Oh, I need to drink my tea. I forgot all about my tea. Now I'm going to the shade Mulberry, which is deeper. This beautiful, like, really rich shade that is so pretty. I love the shade so much, Mulberry. And I'm gonna take that lower into the crease with the same brush, the same side. Just taking it right into the socket of my eye. I'm also going to brush it over my lid. Really building this up in the outer part of the crease though. I love this shade Mulberry so much. It's so pretty. I'm also brushing that over my lid. Now with the more firm side, I'm taking that shade Mulberry and I'm actually going to sweep that across the lid. And I've only used 2 matte shades, and that is the extent of the eyeshadow. So I'm doing a really simple matte eyeshadow look. So I'm putting this on my lid. Like so. I'm going to go into the other fluffy side, blend some more Mulberry into the crease. Then I'm going to go into Sienna and blend the edges of Mulberry. And that is the eyeshadow look. Did you use the Dr. Brandt No More Baggage from Maxterm? I didn't. I actually gave it to my mom, grandma, dad. I just left it there for them so that they can use it. I really don't struggle with under eye bags unless I've been sleep deprived and I finally caught up on my sleep. I'm sure y'all can see the difference. Well, no, I haven't really shown y'all my eyes when they were really bad, but they're not bad anymore. Like yesterday they were bad and the day before that, but now I guess I slept. I've rested. I've let the stress kind of release from my. I heard it's great, but I gave it to my parents and my grandma for them to use because I really don't get under eye bags too bad unless I'm super sleep deprived. All right, I'm just drinking some water right now. With this same side, I'm gonna take that mulberry shade with the more firm side that's for your lid. And I'm also gonna drag that mulberry shade across my lower lash line very lightly. And then lastly, we're gonna highlight to the inner corner of my eye and put on mascara. I knew this was the look I wanted for today, like a more matte look, just something easy for the first day of school. And we're gonna use this tiny little brush from Aesthetica. It's supposed to be for cream eyeshadow, but I'm gonna take the shade Bronze from this palette. I love this shade for my lid. We're gonna put that in the tear duct area. Such a pretty metallic shade, so pretty. I'm gonna carefully put that in my tear duct. Yeah, I wanted to leave by 6:45. It's 6:20 right now. I still have to drink my tea, put on lotion, and walk my dog and pack my lunch. So I don't have to be at school until 7:25, but I want to get there a little bit early today. I wrote my lesson plan, but there's like, I need to clean off my desk, like organize my desk and just clear off the top of it. It looks really kind of messy right now. I have so many like piles of stuff, of materials on my desk that I was like reading through, just like thinking for the future, like planning ahead. So I just kind of need to do that. I have my lesson plan, but I wanted to write on the board all the different topics we need to talk about. I've kind of already typed it out on the computer. I also need to print my lesson plan. So I'm gonna have it physically. All right, so my inner corners are highlighted. You see it's really easy, subtle, soft eye. Using the Soft Glam. And now we're gonna go in with mascara. I finally threw away my Benefit Bad Girl Bang, which I've been using for a while. It was kind of dried up and wasn't as effective. And I moved on to the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Wear Lash Extension Mascara with fibers. I've really been enjoying this mascara a lot. I don't really see the fibers in it, and that's fine with me. But this really does help to add volume and definition to the lashes, which I like. And I feel like it doesn't get clumpy either, even though it really does kind of like thicken and voluminize the lashes. I've already gotten it on my lid because I'm kind of rushing. That's okay. I got the base of my lashes on my lid. I've already gotten it on there. That's okay though. Normally I would be super picky about that and take the time to fix it, but good morning, but I'm not even going to trip. As long as it's not on the inner part, it's on the outer part of my eye. I like the Essence Lash Princess more than I like this mascara, but that's okay. I wanted to try out some other Essence mascaras because they are all pretty good. Go ahead and take this off. My hair is in its typical everyday puff. This is like one of the easiest hairstyles for me to do. I did a wash and go. I wore it down for the past 2 days, and then I put it up in a puff today. So you can see the curls are nice and moisturized and defined still. So this puff should last me all week. That is the goal, is to get through Friday, and then I can redo my hair on Saturdays, which is going to turn into Sundays once we start having competitions. So yeah, the hair struggle is real during March Madness season. I honestly should just go get some braids, but there's only one person I trust to do my braids, and that's one of my ex-boyfriend's sisters. And she lives in Georgia, but she does come up this way because her brother still lives up here. It's the only person I trust. Search for a bomb waterproof mascara. I have no idea about waterproof. I try not to wear waterproof because I have such a hard time getting it off. And I know you can use like oils and other stuff. I have a hard time getting it off. So I try and stay away from waterproof. But I say try an Essence mascara in their waterproof version because they're not super expensive and they work really well. I mean, y'all can see that they work. And like I said, this one, I feel like even though I keep building it, like my lashes don't get clumpy, which I appreciate because I don't really like clumpy lashes. And I put on a lot of layers. I mean, let's be real here. Then we're going to put some on the lower lashes. For my lips, I'm just going to wear my go-to that's in my bag. I get it from Ulta. I think they might sell it at Target or Walmart though. I'm not sure on that. I would double check it before you go. It's a drugstore brand though. Like it's all their mascaras are under $5, I believe. They're all like $4.99. My computer's about to die, but I'm basically done with this look. So I wanted to show y'all my first day of school makeup. This is one of my go-to looks for school when I don't actually want to put shimmer on my lid. Can you guys hear I'm congested? Like, really? My allergies have been alive and well lately. My nose has been running and I've been sneezing a little bit more than normal, but other than that, I'm good. Like no eye stuff. So I can live with that kind of allergies. Like congestion, nose running, being stuffy, and sneezing, I can deal with that. As long as my eyes aren't watering or itchy, I'm cool. So here we go. This is almost the finished look. My lip combo is actually in my school bag already, so we're just gonna put something on for now, but I just wear my Too Faced Butter lipsticks that they have, those cute ones with the cute little packaging in the shade Girl Code. Andrea Renee put me on to that shade and that product. But for now, we're just gonna put on Maybelline Untainted Spice. This is my go-to job interview teacher lipstick color. Okay. So this is the look. Hopefully y'all can see. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to finish getting ready, walk my dog, pack my lunch, all the other stuff that I need to rush and do because it's 6:33. I want to leave by 6:45. I think I can get out of here by 6:50. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the look and I'll see you in the next video. I'm praying for everyone going back to school, for the parents, for the children, for the teachers, for the bus drivers, for the custodians, for the principals, for everyone. So yeah, have a good back to school time. Stay safe. I hope the kids learn stuff. I hope they share what they learn with you. And I hope they have a superb music teacher. I hope you guys have a marvelous, magnificent Monday, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.